in advance, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let us know what you think about whatever we talking about, because we be talking about a lot. I know. How about I just start the whole everything with I want to do that, like, excuse me. But no, for real. So I watched this guy the other day. He had lots of gray in his beard and his hair. And then he did like a, reel of himself, like adding the hair, like the dye to his face, to his beard and his hair. And it definitely took like a lot of years off of him, So I don't know. I feel like I like the gray though. The gray looks good. The gray look good. He looked good. He looked good both ways. Let's just say that. But yeah, he know who he is. So anyway, am I blushing? I hope not. Anyway, another friend asked, "What's your range, like dating range?" Like, I used to say, I don't know, how old was I? No, I never said this. I would always say, okay, I've always said 10 up is okay. 10 up meaning like my age and then 10 more. And then like down though, like younger, that's where it gets sticky for me. Let's say like 4, like 5 to be like, say like a round kind of number, but 5 is even kind of pushing it. It's literally like a couple of years, 3, 4 at the max. Like 5 years is max for me. That's really max. I don't care. I'm 39. So at 39, 10 up for me is 49. You know what I mean? So I would go early 50s. I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at that because my parents are older than that. So like if my parents were not older than, like I don't want to date anybody around my parents' age. Like I don't want y'all to meet up, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I introduce y'all and y'all can have like conversations about what was happening in like high school and what y'all remember, and y'all went to the same clubs together, stuff like I don't want to. I think that's like a little weird for me. To each his own, but I'm saying for me. So yeah, and the lower part, like lower than me, is like 5 is really max. So that's like what, 5 lower than 39 is 34. You see what I'm saying? Like that's a grown man. That's a grown ass man at 34, totally, right? And I just still feel like 34. It depends on the man, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But when I hear 34, I still don't really think of a man that's like really truly ready to like settle down. And then it depends as well, the lower part, meaning like younger than me, based on what they're looking for in life at this point. Because babies, you know what I mean? Like, do they have children? Do they want children? Do they want more children? Stuff like that. I already got one. Like, like another child for me would only happen, I'm gonna be real, like I feel like if I'm with another man that's my age or older and they don't have any children, or we just want to have a child together, that would happen. Younger than me, I feel like he would eventually still want more children, and I think one is all I got. If I'm giving any more, I think it's only one. So you know what I mean? Like I feel like if it's a man that's my age or older, he might be content with like, we have a child. He has a child. This is his child. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I have to do multiple children. I don't know about that. Like that's the part where it gets me tricky. Do you have, shout out to AJ. AJ, do you have a range, like an age range?
Not really.
Oh, so it doesn't matter. Old, like 50, 60-year-old woman, you cool?
I mean, I was dating a 59-year-old when I was 30.
How was that?
Best woman ever.
Wow.
Yep. She always made sure I was good, checked in on me,
Oh.
cooked for me. Wasn't selfish.
And some wouldn't say that's like a mom?
Some wouldn't say that's like a dad if you're dating somebody that's older than you. Like,
I mean, yeah, I do.
I don't. I think it is what you, whatever. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to date a 19-year-old woman,
Yeah.
but I don't. It don't matter. Up is I don't have a limit on up. I prefer a woman that's in her 30s.
Yeah. But
But if I meet a woman that's 54, then
right. Cool. That's what's up. I feel that way technically. You know what I mean? Like I said, my range is like not past my parents because it's just like it gets a little weird for me there. But yeah. Speaking of weird, what's the crazy? Do you mind saying this, AJ? Like, do you have the craziest place you've had sex?
not really crazy. It's just in the backseat of a car.
Oh, like backseat of the car, right? I'm probably like right neck and neck with you in terms of like the outdoor sex. Like I'm not really into that so much. I'm like a person that's like I need it to be. I don't want to say I need it to be like regular because that was the first word I said, but like in my mind. But like no, like it needs to be like I know no one could just like bust in out of nowhere, like because I want to really like let my proverbial hair down and like really have a good time. So I want like we're in a space, we're not gonna be interrupted. We know we got time. I'm not really like a spontaneous sex type of girl. I'm not, and I think I want to work on that a little bit because I feel like it would depend on my partner. Like I guess it's awesome if you have a partner that wants sex the same type of way that you do. But like, what if a person I'm with wants more like, spontaneous type of sex? I guess I'll do it. You know what I mean? To kind of please the other partner a little bit more. But it's not what I would go for. Like, being together, being close to each other, like, in the car again, like we could maybe sneak off to like play around a little bit, but like full on sex is like not really that part of it doesn't turn me on. It makes me more like paranoid. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, yeah, I was about to say TMI, just a little bit too much information, but yeah, like, so I'm only saying that because say we're really gonna talk about like, I would say the benefits of like long-term relationships, and that's something that I won't say is a benefit, but something you have to think about when you're dealing with long-term relationships is like keeping it fresh, keeping it new, keeping it fun, right? And I'm definitely a person that can like get into a rut, maybe. It's comfort for me. It's just comfort. It's more like I like a rollover and we could just do it and then like roll back over and go on about the day, or like you come home and things are done, we're good, we did the family time, we ate the food, we chilled, whatever, and then like, yeah, this is our nightly routine, like we have sex. I'm happy with that. I like that. It would be nice to go on vacation, to go do other stuff, to like go away for a weekend and we do stuff and have sex there or whatever. Cool. But I'm very much so like, I like home, happy sex in the bedroom, on the couch, afternoon, like delight. I'm good. I like all those things. So, but I think like a man, not all men, but I feel like, what if I get a partner that like wants like, oh, come on, let's sneak over here. Let's go over there. Or we're running the bathroom, stuff like that. Like, I'm a little scary, I guess, when you get to those things. And then I'm like, on guard. So I feel like sex is best for me when I'm like completely relaxed. And I would say that for anybody. But like, I don't feel the rush of like spontaneity and like, oh my God, let's do this. That doesn't turn me on. Again, it makes me nervous. So it's tough for me, it's tough to be wet when I'm nervous. I'm just saying. So I hope that, not that I don't find a partner that wants that, but I hope that I really get a partner that's like understanding if they are spontaneous like that they understand like that's not my norm. I will break out my comfort zone for you from time to time because I don't want you to get like bored with the scenario, And speaking of bored with the scenario, we were talking about like the age thing for a little while. And that's another thing that I think about when we're thinking about having like older partners or just as we age in general. But like what's the roundabout age that men could start experiencing like erectile dysfunction? I don't know, 60, 70? Is it? I've heard, obviously, I know stories and heard of conversations of younger than that, but I don't want to put that out there. We're not even put that in the energy. So we'll say what, 60, 70, somewhere around there? I don't know. So like that does make me a little apprehensive about the age difference. And then, you know, women experience different scenarios after the change of life happens, menopause and things of that nature. Like some experience like heightened sex drive, some experience like, you know, less of a sex drive or no sex drive, vaginal dryness. Those I feel like I'm about to do a commercial for like, if you're experiencing vaginal dryness. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like that, like those things come up. So if you have a partner or if you're with someone for many years and this person is like, you know, we're both older now, but say my husband is experiencing some type of issues or my wife is experiencing some sort of issues, and not like issues like cancer or something like that, or like, you know what I mean, where they're ill, but like, you know, it's not, the sex drive is just not there anymore. They can't perform like they used to. Are you cool with having another person step in to take care of that part for your partner? I feel like I feel like I'm for it. I feel like if I'm not able to, I don't have the sex drive anymore, I don't have the whatever any longer, and my partner is like, you know, still moving and shaking, maybe he's younger, maybe he's just still, you know, has the rigor and the vigor of a young man at that age, and I don't know. Like, yeah, I think he should be pleased in that way. You know, I would hope that he would be, or we would have to have the conversation about being responsible, if nothing else, because I don't think that I would like completely like shut down. You know what I'm saying? But I would want him to still be pleased if I'm not doing it in that necessary like way, I would say. And, you know, here's where it always gets like tricky. I would hope if the shoe was on the other foot that I would be allowed some sort of like friend to entertain or engage at times as well, and not just like a toy. I'm not like, shout out to Anya the Passionologist, that's my homegirl. I'm not saying I'm not into toys, because I understand them, but I don't necessarily want like so much plastic. You know what I'm saying? Like you want a person, and it's the body, it's the physical touch, it's the all of those things too. It's the intimacy with the person. So like in that way, is that not being like considerate or intimate with your partner? I think you can still be intimate with your husband or your wife or the person that you're in this long-term relationship with, and they may be experiencing some sort of like sexual decrease in their life for whatever reasons. Like you can obviously still be intimate. You can obviously still love this person. And that's always a conversation. Like, can you love, you know, be in love with your husband, your wife, your significant other, partner, and then still, you know, have relationship and or be in love with somebody else? Obviously, like, yes. And it's a normal thing, right? We tend to love more than one person all the time. So it can obviously be the same thing when it comes to relationships. But, you know, we have to deal with most of our ego. And I feel like ego should be taken out of it if you're in a scenario where you know that you're not able to please your partner like that anymore. Like now it's like if you're already there, we already come to this point. Now we should like get past that, the ego, all that shit, pride, whatever, got to be put to the side. Because now we understand like, all right, this is about the health of my relationship. Because I think that's something that kind of can tear people apart eventually. Like that would definitely make me like fall back from my mate if like our sexual connection wasn't there anymore. Because that's super important to me. I'm sorry. It's not, I don't even know why I have to say I'm sorry, but I feel like, you know, once again, these are one of those things that you're not supposed to say is important to you in a relationship, but it obviously is important, right? This is like a part of the reason that you're even doing this relationship stuff. That's a main reason why your girl wants a serious committed relationship. Because, oh my gosh, like condoms, shout out to them, but right, like I want a steady, I want my husband, so like we don't gotta do that no more. Like, this is my husband, we're together, this is what we do, we're good. Whatever plan we have for like pregnancy is whatever it is. But like I'm ready. You know what I mean? Y'all get it, right? I'm ready for that kind of like intimacy. Like that kind of closeness is what I really want, right? I mean, who doesn't? But yeah, I feel like that's the only way that you're able really to achieve that is with a committed long-term relationship. And I was totally, and again, I'm not against like the poly thing anymore because I definitely was a part of that scenario or one of those scenarios. But like, that's a reason that will always make me like remain to use protection, because you know that the person is dealing with other people or you're dealing with other people, and it's just too many like you taking words for it. So you have to just be protect yourself, protect your partners or what have you. So it's like, I'm kind of tired of that. Like I kind of want to be like, bro, we locked in, me and you, like, and then I hate to, obviously in the back of my mind what I hear immediately is like, you still can't. You can't trust, you don't know. And it's like, I don't even want to think about that really anymore. I really do want to think about what it is that I want in my life. And the way to like manifest that is to focus your thoughts on what it is that you want. And I want like a steady husband that we can have unprotected sex. I mean, yeah, right? Like, whatever, judge if you want, but y'all know you want that too. You know what I'm saying? If you don't already have it, you know that you want it. I mean, it's true though, So, what extent do you or would you go to try to keep your partner sexually satisfied? I told you, if the person is into spontaneity, into being spontaneous, I'll do my best. What else would a guy want? I feel like it's back to the threesomes. That's mainly what I feel like they want. That's a big deal for them, it seems. They want multiples, or they want the option to be with other women. Like, this is what you kind of got to go back and forth between. And the threesome thing, ladies, whoever, don't do it unless you really want to do it. Like, personally, unless you're like attracted to women and you want to engage in this scenario, because that's what a threesome I feel is like. I mean, I get it. Like, you could just be fucked by one dude and the girl is there and then she's fucked by him. And I guess that's considered a threesome. But it's like, if you don't want to be involved, like, what is the purpose then? You could just have sex sexual, like, separately, unless it's like a voyeur thing, like you're watching. You know what I mean? Like, some people are into that. I guess I could do that, I guess I could go that route for a partner. Somebody got to watch, or they want to watch you have sex with somebody else. Like, that's kind of interesting, don't you think? I don't know. Do you think that's interesting, AJ? No.
Not for my girl, no.
No, not for your lady. You wouldn't want to see that, right? Like other women, like, but not your wife.
I mean, I watch another couple, but I don't want nobody.
You wouldn't want nobody to touch your person?
No.
Got it. I get that. And that would be like a non-negotiable for you in terms of like how far you would go to keep your partner pleased sexually. Like, what if your partner says that she wants that?
That would be a discussion before we before we get in a relationship. And if later on she changes her mind and that's what she wants, then I'm not the guy for her, and then I just have to leave.
So that would be like a point of no return. I get that. I totally get that. I do. Because I feel like, there's some non-negotiables for me. A few. You see, I'm trying to think really hard. Okay, like, it is the threesome thing to an extent. Like, I'm not against, like, another woman in the mix around maybe, but it's like as far as it has to go, like my engagement in it all is where it would have to, like, we would have to have discussions about and understandings, because there's certain things I don't know if I necessarily want to do. So, you know what I mean? And yeah, I already know most men, they're not beat for, like, if I was to say I wanted the opposite, like, okay, well, I want a train ran on me and then, but y'all don't have to touch, or y'all do have to touch. You know what I mean? Like that, that would be a non-negotiable, right? If your wife says she wants a train, like you and another guy.
No.
That is a non-negotiable?
Yep.
Yes, it is, right? Exactly. That's a non-negotiable. I know it is. Like, if that's what a woman says she wants, 9 times out of 10 the dude's like, hell no. And now they questioning your whole existence on top of that. Like, but if a man says, like, oh, I want 2 women, it's like, that's normal, obviously. Like, why wouldn't he? Of course you do. Like, I want that too. That's like every man's goal right there. I want that. You want that? You want another woman? I want another woman too. Let's do it. Yay, go team. Like, that's what they want. But ladies, you better not even let them know that you even thought about it, because ho's the name. You know it after that. So yeah. What about oral sex? That's always my question when you do, like, those group scenarios, or like you have multiples all the time. It's like, are you protecting yourself even in that way too? In the oral sex way? I don't think most people consider protection a lot of times when they're doing any kind of oral sex. Like, am I supposed to say, like, the actual names, like cunnilingus and fellatio? I don't say those words in real life, but I didn't know if I was supposed to say that here. They be trying to tell you, like, a certain reasons that you can't say certain words on certain times, but right. So, like, getting your dick sucked, no, sorry, but getting your dick sucked or getting eaten out, like, is that a non-negotiable if you're in a relationship with the man? Because here we go with, like, how far a person would go. I've yet to meet a man that won't. I mean, not, okay, like, let me say this. Like, I'm not saying to meet a man in real life. Like, I just met you in the street because I don't know you personally. I mean, like, that I've engaged with that is not interested in doing that. Like, that they don't want to do it. I have yet to. But I do have a friend that, is a Rastafarian, and he says that he does not. You know what I'm saying? But, like, due to religion wise. And at a point, he ended up losing a relationship because he no longer did that. I mean, I think it was some other life-changing things that he went through as well, like when he went into Rastafarianism. But I do recall him stating, like, a woman not being okay with that. So obviously you have to be with another Rastafarian woman, right? That understands, like, this is not what you do. I mean, and shout out to Bronte. She's telling me that there's this, like, idea that Caribbean men don't eat pussy. And my response to that is, the Caribbean men I know have always ate the best pussy. Like, not only the best pussy, but they do it the best. Like, that is, from my personal experience. Now, I ain't been with all of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm just, and I have never, no, he was from Trinidad. Yeah, I've never been with a guy from Trinidad and Tobago. But I'm just saying, like, from my experience, I think they was Jamaican. But, and that, you know what I'm saying? It's more, that was the best. Those are the best. So I don't know about that. and sucking dick. It's just a new world for sucking dick. Like, y'all should be happy about that, I feel. Like, women, it's a new world, I guess, in terms of, like, I won't say eating pussy because I feel like all niggas eat pussy, like, regardless. But, like eating ass. Like, in your ass, like, all that extra shit. Like, I think that is, like, it's not new. Niggas was doing that, too. But, like, talking about it and being, like, coming out and saying this is what you do now, or you like doing it, like, agreeing to it, saying I'm good at this, is like, that's where it's a little new. But yeah. So, but men ain't getting a dick sucked now. Like, y'all should be kind of happy, because I feel like when I was younger, like, even if black girls were like doing it, we didn't like announce we were sucking dick. Like, that was not like a thing. Like, oh no, we want to know, we want to learn, we good at that, we do this for our man, whatever. Like, even if you weren't talking about it, that was a more like an other type of thing that was like, oh, we know they do that, but like, we know. But now it's almost like, do you know what I'm saying? It's a badge of honor as a woman, regardless if you're able to handle the microphone. No, I'm just if you're able to handle it now, you know, or maybe it's just like adulthood. That's a part too, because no, it was even taboo. I feel it was even taboo back then. Like, yes, I was young, so it was taboo because like young, like teenage black girls, you were not sucking dick. You was just, even if you were, you wasn't walking around saying it. Again, that was the others. But then I feel like just like naturally you kind of, it goes with you in that way. Like, as we got older, you know, it's still not like a thing that black women really talk about. But it's something like, you know, I guess obviously you do it for your man or whatever, and the others still do it. But now it's like, you know, we do this and we're proud of it. So men, I guess, you know, kudos to you. Good for you guys. You're able to get your dick sucked by all of us, and no one's afraid or ashamed to say it. So I think that would be, is that a non-negotiable for you? Oral sex?
Giving or receiving?
Both.
I mean, I think a non-negotiable, yeah. It's, you know.
Like, would you find it weird if a woman doesn't want you to?
I wouldn't be with her.
See, that's interesting. Like, I can't say that I wouldn't be with a man that didn't want me to suck his dick. But I was gonna say, like, I wouldn't be with a man that never ate pussy. Like, it's not like I refuse to do that. I would be like, don't be so childish, bro. like, grow up a little bit and like do what you gotta do. Like, come on. No, I'm joking. But I'm not joking at the same time. Like, no, seriously, I feel like, yeah, that's a non-negotiable. Like, me sucking your dick, if that's what you want, if you don't want me to, that's not like a thing. I mean, it would like mess up a little bit of my foreplay game, I think. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to show you what I've learned. I want to show you that I've, you know what I'm saying? Like, just want to be helpful to you is really all I'm saying. If I like you like that. But you know what I mean? Like, so yeah. But if he doesn't want to, bro, you can take that somewhere else. Okay? No, I'm joking. But yeah, no, I definitely not. So yeah. What do you do? Oh, you know they have like vaginal rejuvenation, like where it can look better. And I can understand why you want that, because vaginas are typically, you know, like I know. See, this is, you know, we real sensitive in the world. And I know all vaginas are beautiful. Okay. All penises are beautiful. All of whatever you got is beautiful. So don't take it personal. Okay, please. I'm not talking to you. But yeah, I might be talking to you. Only because like it could use a fate like a little lift. Like a little lift. Or like a you know, little wake up or something. I'm not mad at that. And what about like plastic surgery in general Because that's technically like plastic surgery. Like you're getting you want your vagina to go by, you know, some sort of plastic surgery. You can do like, I think there's like a tightening way that they can help. And also like the outside, like they could just make it look, if you think your lips are uneven, if you think your lips are uneven, I did like this. Right. Not those lips, the other ones. If they're like uneven, or you want a little plumper, or you want a little, you know what I'm saying? Like a little whatever, pull this back, lift that up, the side, whatever. Like all of that they can do. I don't know what they can do for men. Boy, like you need like a ball lift. Is that like a thing? Is that a thing? Do they have that? Because men's balls sag as they get older, right? Does that happen?
I believe so. I mean,
but do they have like a thing that they lift the balls?
I mean, I guess it's possible.
I'm sure. Oh my God. I got to look this up now. Because y'all not taking advantage of the man weaves. I'm just saying, like, I want one. I have alopecia. So my bald and my little bald spots is for like different reasons. And I still want, like, I get it. I'm a girl. So like, y'all don't care if I do wigs and stuff like that or whatever. I want a man weave so badly. Like, I really do. I think that they're freaking fly as hell. But I get it. I'm a girl. But y'all dudes are not taking advantage of a lot of the plastic surgery or like those type of modern like advances to like help enhance your looks in whatever way. You're just not taking advantage of them, I don't think, as much. Some men are, and we want to act like we're gonna clown them, but like the toupee has been around for how long? Okay? Like there were wigs and stuff being worn however long ago. Headpieces, headdresses, whatever men wear, whatever has been around. So it's not new. But like the application can be new. So like if, you know, I'm not saying like for the rest of your life, and that's the thing about a wig to me. I don't look at it as like, now this is how I have to look for the rest of my life. A lot of people wear and look the exact same thing, and especially hair, they do it the same exact way for their entire lives. That could be a hairstyle for like a woman, haircut for a man. Like they just do. That's boring to me. To me. If that is what you got your signature, go for it. You know what I'm saying? But that's a little boring for me. And yeah, so I feel like a man weave, oh, I was really excited. I feel like a man weave is perfect to just change it up a little bit. Just shake it up. Just, you know what I mean? A little bit. Like nobody's saying now you got to wear this thing every day. Like go away on vacation and get your man weave on. Like, nigga, do you? Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. If you need your balls lifted, get them lifted. I'm not mad at you for that. Like, so what? You know what I'm saying? If you want a little nip tuck, whatever, do your thing. We're all doing this now. So, and I do, and when it comes to like the nips and tucks of the body, I'm definitely always gonna like preach eating healthy, working out, like doing those things first, obviously. Like doing the best you can there, working as hard as you can there, like endurance, stamina, strength, all those things are super important for people in general. And then especially as we age, right? We want to do those things. But sometimes there is like, you know, in my younger years, I fucked up. I got extra skin here. Up, I got this stubborn fat here. Up, I want a little lift. Oh, my titties down here. Nope, my ass down there. Like you can get little adjustments. You know what I'm saying? I don't think are incorrect. And I feel the same way for men. Like, go for it. Get your man weave. You might have always wanted dreads. Like, see if you like it first. How about that? See if you like it first. Maybe you can still grow your hair, but you don't know, like, I always kind of felt like I wanted twists. I wanted dreads. I wanted this kind of hairstyle, whatever. I wanted this color. Like, go for it. To me, that doesn't take anything away from a man at all. It means that he's not boring, that he's willing to push the envelope. For me, I get it. For most of y'all, some be like, no, he can't wear that. That's not masculine or whatever. But it's like, all right, you know, it's all a spectrum. Is it not? Is it not all a spectrum? Like all of this shit. What you like sexually is a spectrum. Like where you are in terms of masculinity and femininity is all like a spectrum. So yeah, go with that shit. So yes, thank you so much for tuning in again to another episode of Perspective Porn. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Big shout out to Chanel Red, shout out to Joe and Z here at Silk City Rich Grounds in Patterson. Make sure you come and check them out. Support this Black-owned business, definitely. Big shout out to AJ, our videographer, and Bronte. Love you, boo. That's our producer. I'm DJ Sienna Chanel, and I'll see you next time. Peace, peace.